Three news stories for you. Firstly, Olusegun Obasanjo, the mediator to resolve Tigray conflict, is in Amhara region. He is visiting some places in Amhara. We have some pictures for you. Secondly, viewers, government forces, government officials are claiming that they are back in control of Gidami town in Kalam Valaga of Oromia region. OLA has been in control of Gidami for several weeks. Then we saw four forces launch a joint offensive against OLA in Western Oromia in Kalam. And a government official just an hour ago claimed that OLA has been pushed out of Gidami. We have his detailed statement for you. Lastly, we have a new story from Somali region of Ethiopia, where an anti-government political alliance is becoming prominent. Some key parties are joining this alliance. The alliance was formed in November last year. Ahmed Muhammad Hassan is the chairman of this alliance. CSC, Congress for Somali Cause, is the name of this alliance. Some parties, some individuals from the government are joining this alliance. Could this alliance be a challenge for Mustafa Umar? We'll have a detailed look at this political development in Somali region. Firstly, viewers, Olusegun Obasanjo, the mediator to resolve Tigray conflict, is in Ethiopia. He's visiting Amhara region. We saw his pictures from Kambolcha an hour ago. He arrived in Kambolcha and Amhara regional officials are taking him to mass graves. They claim that Tigray forces killed civilians and they buried the civilians in these mass graves. Yesterday, we saw UN Deputy Secretary General Amina Muhammad visit Kambolcha. She was also taken to a mass grave in Kambolcha Polytechnic College. Now, Olusegun Obasanjo is also being taken to some mass graves and to some other places where allegedly Tigray forces destroyed infrastructure. Olusegun Obasanjo is due to visit other areas as well in coming days. Yesterday, head of African Union's Peace and Security Committee said that Olusegun Obasanjo will arrive in Ethiopia in this week. And new African experts will also be sent to Ethiopia to resolve Tigray conflict. So we might see some intensified mediation efforts in coming days. Secondly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army, whose stronghold are Western and Southern Oromia, it has been pushed out of a town in Western Oromia. Name of the place is Gidami. Gidami is in Kalam Valaga zone of Western Oromia. OLA has been in Gidami for several weeks. I think in previous videos I shared pictures and videos showing OLA's presence in Gidami. You can see picture on the screen. This picture is from Gidami. The picture was released several days ago when OLA was in Gidami. Now, Kalam Valaga Zone Administrator has released a statement. His name is Ibesa. He says that Oromo Liberation Army, Shine, they call it, Shine has been pushed out of Gidami. Government forces are in control of Gidami. We saw four forces launch a joint operation against OLA in Valaga a few days ago. Oromia Regional Force, Oromia Special Force, Ethiopian National Defense Force, and Ethiopian Federal Police. These four forces launched a joint operation in Western Oromia, and government says that Oromo Liberation Army has been pushed out of Gidami. The administrator further claims that Oromo Liberation Army allegedly killed 168 civilians in Kalam Valaga. Out of these 168, 87 were killed in one place. Now, if 168 persons have been killed in Kalam Valaga, then obviously thousands would have been displaced too. Amhara regional government officials are also sharing this statement of Ibisa Kalam Valaga zone administrator, and they say that the killed are Amharas, that 168 Amhara people have been killed in Valaga and thousands have been displaced. We have been hearing about massive displacements from Valaga, from Kalam Valaga, from other parts of Valaga. And tensions are definitely rising on Oromia Amhara border in Valaga. Government forces claiming to be in control of Gidami. So far, we have not seen any official statement of OLA. What does OLA say about this claim of the government that its forces are in control of Gidami and that 168 civilians have been killed? We'll update you about OLA's position as well. Lastly, viewers, very important news story. An anti-government political alliance is becoming stronger in Somali region of Ethiopia. The alliance was formed in November last year. Its name is CSC, Congress for Somali Cause, mainly based abroad, I think in Kenya. But now some political parties are joining this alliance. Ahmed Muhammad Hassan is the head of this alliance. He says that 7 political parties have joined the alliance, and among them are Somali Patriotic Party, Somali Region Alliance for Justice, SRAG. President Mustafa is founder of this party, SRAJ. Now the SRAJ has also joined Congress for Somali Cause. CSC further says that some sitting officials of Prosperity Party, they are also on board with CSC. That is why perhaps we are hearing about crackdown by Somali forces against Prosperity Party officials. CSC is claiming to be in touch with 3 major political leaders, and they say the 3 leaders are with them. Firstly, Hassan Tahir, who is ex-deputy mayor of Dire Deva. Secondly, Hamdi Umar, former minister of petroleum in Mustafa Umar's government. And thirdly, Harun Yusuf, former minister of commerce in Mustafa Umar's government. So CSC says that political parties, PP members are part of this alliance. ONLF has not joined this alliance so far. The alliance is based abroad, but it has presence in Somali region too. Now, the alliance has shared some demands. It says that without cessation of hostilities, there cannot be any political national dialogue. For national dialogue, there must be ceasefire, firstly. Secondly, OLA and TPLF, they should be allowed to be part of the dialogue. Terrorist designation of the 2 parties must be removed. Humanitarian access to all people in need should be ensured. An atmosphere should be created for national dialogue. Then a transparent process for nomination of national dialogue commissioners should be adopted. ONLF is not on board with this party. It has not joined this party. It could join, but so far it is an independent opposition alliance with some government officials and some political parties too. Can this alliance be a challenge for Mustafa Umar's government? That remains to be seen. alliance is based abroad, it would be difficult for this alliance to carry out activities, political activities in Somali region of Ethiopia. We know that opposition is targeted in Somali region, in Oromia, in Tigray, everywhere. I don't think that in Ethiopia the political space is given to opposition parties. Semblance of political space is shown, but opposition parties remain under crackdown. So it will be difficult for CSC to operate in Somali region. How will it further its cause? How will it carry out its activities of mobilization of Somalis? That remains to be seen. Thank you for watching.